Holding for live.
Holding.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys Podcast, live from San Francisco. Today's show is mostly about the fact that Clarence Hill snuck in somewhere he wasn't allowed to be, and we have exclusive interviews with Dak and George Pickens. So get in there and get ready, okay? It starts meow. It's media night.
All the players talk to the media, and it's a circus.
And now you're here. So.
Very excited. We've already got some big guests on tap.
What's up, world? It's good to see you guys. Welcome in. It is the DLLS Cowboys Podcast, and we are live in San Francisco, California, where I am a little bit inebriated from fumes on the streets coming in.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
who are we presented by, Jeff?
Shout out to our friends at Ownwell,
Yes.
who we love, ownwell.com/Texas. Don't pay more than you should for property taxes. And our friends at Prize Picks. Use the code DLS. You get $50 in lineups. After you play your first $5 lineup, it's a nice deal. Yeah, that stuff too. Yeah, obviously that stuff too. But welcome in and welcome to Radio Row in San Francisco. And it turns out the Pro Bowl's out here as well. I don't know if you guys knew that. Pro Bowl's here as well.
They still do that?
We are about to hear from and see from Dak Prescott because Clarence Hill has no respect for rules, laws, anything he's told, boundaries. Just do whatever.
Definitely doesn't care about boundaries.
It's called good trouble. Good trouble.
That's right.
Understand what good trouble is.
That's
What was the
right.
congressman that coined that phrase?
I'm not good. You should know the concept.
I know. All right, man.
He walked in Selma. He was
Excuse me if I have
Bill Clinton. I'm just trying to guess.
John Lewis.
Yeah.
AOC.
Thank you. I had a little bit of my fart.
Welcome in, everybody. My name is Jeff. I'm next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must
let
be
this
a
stuff
reality show.
Just whatever is playing, you can just let it play. I know you can't hear it. Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, and today I mean it.
Yeah.
Some days I don't. Today I mean it. Mr. Clarence Hill.
I really don't do older women.
Dude, old women.
Yep. Anyway, so we'll just jump into it because the Pro Bowl practice, I don't know why they practice. Clarence, you can give us a full report on what that practice looked like, if the trenches were competitive. But you snuck over
They're
there.
playing flag football.
Okay. But you snuck over there today, and you snuck John in, our producer.
This is a.
No, you
this is-
cannot show that. You
Can't
cannot
show
display that on
You can't
camera
show
at all.
that.
I was
Absolutely
not
not.
showing the QR code, just showing the little thing that
Absolutely
says-
can't show that in any way. It's right there when you pick it up. But here's how he's going to redeem himself, everybody. Here's Clarence Hill and Dak Prescott.
Talk about being a Pro Bowl again.
Yeah, it's exciting. Just being here, 10th year. Obviously, it's changed up from the first time I came, being in Orlando and still playing a real game, to now being in the flag games, though. But being here with so many of my teammates is fun. Getting to see guys like Christian McCaffrey, guys that I've been here before, that we've created relationships with, great friends throughout the league. Just getting to come back together, camaraderie, hang out, and get to put on for the fans and have another interaction with them.
How meaningful is for you to have the year you had after being injured last year and playing all 17 games? We'll say 16, but it's 17 now.
No, for sure, it's huge. I mean, even honestly, it's what me and Christian McCaffrey were just talking about, right? Finishing this season healthy after, being in the league this long, understanding that injuries, little nicks and knacks come up, but to finish the season playing all the games and being healthy and getting to go into an off-season full go without having to, doctor something or bandage it is a blessing, and super, super thankful for it.
Y'all bet on who's going to get comeback player of the year?
No, I mean, I think we're all deserving of it. It's one of those things I don't think anybody necessarily cares who wins. Every nominee is deserving of it, and so congrats to everybody who's up for it.
How about Jerry Rice as your coach?
He's serious about this thing, and I understand that, right? We're all competitors, and we want to win. There's a nice little money up for the winner, so, Micah just all reminded everybody that in the locker room, but his focal point has been winning from the very beginning, so we're going to make sure we do that.
Who reminded you of that?
Micah.
Mike is not playing the game. Why is he worried about the money?
because if he wins, I'm sure he still gets his cut and his percentage. And the guy that, can't impact the game wants to make sure that he can anyway.
Can you just talk about the season you guys had and the disappointment, you being healthy and offense playing as well as they did and not even making the playoffs?
Yeah, you just said it's disappointing, tough year, up and down. But at the end of the day, we, on offense, as much success as we had, we still didn't play complementary in those games that we needed to. Some of those games that we did win, the defense the one that stepped up and allowed us, right, to have an opportunity to win. You think about the Philly and you think about Kansas City. And so some of those games where they didn't play their best, we didn't play our best by scoring as many points as we could. So that's just the reality of this game and the team game. And it's important offseason. We know we got to get that side of the ball right, but we got to make sure that we aren't complacent with what we've done on our side of the ball. We've got to get one of our guys signed and make sure that we take a big step on offense as well.
You said getting one of your guys signed.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, the guy out here. The guy out here that doesn't have a contract, no matter in whichever way that they got to do it, he's an important piece of this offense, important piece of what we're trying to do. And so leave it to those guys. Obviously, if I need to get involved, I've said it before, I will. But confident in Jerry and everybody who makes those decisions and how much he means to us.
I know you had high hopes when they signed Pickens or acquired Pickens, but the season he had, I mean, you couldn't have imagined before.
No, you couldn't. No, you really couldn't. And it's credit to him. It's credit to Jerry. It's credit to the front office going and making that deal. You get a guy like that, and you're just looking for help for CD. And when you get into the season, and CD you have a whole offseason, you're planning for how to attack, and then after game 2 or whatever, CD goes down, and then this guy really just steps up and comes into his own and shows us how great of a player he can be, and allows us to see we have 2 number ones, and it was a blessing for us. It's the main reason we got to keep him. He does more than just open it up for CD. He's a game changer himself, and we've got to use that.
How much have you kept up with the defense coordinator search and CP? Have you met CP, yep. Christian Parker? I guess they call him CP back home?
Yeah, definitely call him CP. Hadn't got to meet him in person, shared messages. I understand the excitement everybody has, from Shotty to Feeds to the whole staff. Just being with the Pro Bowl, didn't get to meet him before I got out of town, but super excited about it, and our messages that we shared. Competed against him for a long time. He's always made it tough against me. I'm excited we can do it together.
You talked to any Philly guys about him and what to expect at all, or no?
No, I really haven't. I'm sure I will, whether it be Cooper, some of these guys, Zach right there. I'll definitely get with them, but just the excitement that we have from within our building says enough.
What do you do differently this offseason?
Start earlier, honestly. I've already started training. Obviously, I haven't hit it nonstop, but I've already gotten in more days than I've gotten in at this point in my career in an offseason, and just doing that with how beneficial last year's rehab was, just trying to stay on stay on it and just stay in top shape.
Being at the Super Bowl again, and the Cowboys not being there, is that a monkey? Is it a cloud that hangs over the franchise? Did it hang over you? Is it personal? What do you?
It's a little bit of all of it. Monkey, gorilla. He grows. He gets bigger each year that we don't make it, and that's real. Talking to Micah, it's one of those things. You become a rookie, you get in here, and everybody thinks they can win the Super Bowl, and they think how easy it is. And when you have a year like I did as a rookie year, you think you're gonna have multiple opportunities to get back, and you sit here in year 10, having opportunities in the playoffs and not doing what you wanted to do as a team and definitely individually, it hurts. And every year, it just means even more. And so being here, you want to be here and you want to be playing, but the mindset that I have, we go through everything for a purpose, and you can't tell me that all these 10 years and every experience I've had wasn't for us to, be better and to get there next year.
Now, we can talk about all the things that Dak said, but I want to start with confirming something. This is me being a journalist. Clarence, can you confirm that you were kicked off the field before that whole interview happened?
No.
Okay.
People on the field. That's not the kickoff field. We were the first ones when they opened the media session. We got Dak first.
Oh, okay.
Can we also confirm, were you trying to get Dak caught up by the feds with gambling and betting? Was that the route that you were going?
Listen,
you were trying to get the Cowboys star quarterback.
When you said, "Is that a monkey?" What were you thinking?
I wasn't talking about Dez's monkey, okay? I wasn't talking about Dez's monkey, okay?
You talking about Dallas Bryant? I remember him.
Wasn't talking about Dez. The monkey on your back.
Yeah.
It's now a gorilla. He said gorilla.
Yeah, he did.
It's and you 30 years and we all talk about it. Well, these players weren't part of that. They carry it. Everybody comes to this organization, they carry that 30 years, that drought. that little drought that Steven talks about, the fans talk about, that it's now 30 years since the last, and then everybody owns it's all a part of it. And so, yeah, Dak said, the longer it goes, it gets bigger, it gets heavier every year because they feel it. You can't help but feel it.
And I'm also curious in this conversation. He said something that was really. He said it before, but Dak's very calculated with the things that he says. Like Dak doesn't say things that he hadn't thought through, or he as well uses the media to push narrative that he wants.
Right.
And he said about signing George Pickens. And he's like, I'll get involved if I have to, but I've already said some things to the ownership. But if I need to get involved, I will.
We should have got involved last year,
right? But
week before the season started.
But my question is to both of you is, like, how much can he get involved? Like, how much power pull do you think Dak Prescott has at this point in time in his career? 10-year, multiple Pro Bowl, highest paid player in the league. Of course, you want him top 10 quarterback. You want him to be a happy camper. But at what point do you kind of go, all right, Dak, we hear you, cool, all right, but back off? Or do they welcome everything that he says? And to the point of, Dak, you willing to take a little pay cut on your end?
Okay.
To make sure that's too much? That's too much?
Because, see, with all due respect.
But hold on, get him
Yeah,
with
to
the
you.
hit him with the.
No.
You starting day one. We're
Yeah.
30 minutes
Look,
into the show.
Jesse, I understand your question. It's a good question.
That whole Dak needs to take a pay cut.
I'm just.
I know. That's why I said I know you didn't mean it that way. But there's a narrative out there. Well, if you weren't paying $60 million, you wouldn't get. That had nothing to do with it. But that's a fan narrative.
Right.
Well, Dak needs to take less. Well, you take some money and then you can give it to him. That's not how it works. And there are things built in the contract, as Jeff knows, we'll talk about, that they can restructure Dak's deal to create cap room to pay these guys. But that's easy for fans. Well, if Dak didn't make so much money, we could spend the money here and that. And that's just not realistic. But what you're talking about is him being involved. Our quarterbacks have been. Joe Burrow got involved with his receivers, right?
Yeah.
When they wanted to get those guys done. And this is the strongest part of the team, and if you're really trying to get to the next level, get that monkey off your back, get to the Super Bowl, you want to keep these guys intact. And one thing that they, have realized that when they brought Pickens in, what you said, we just brought him, we wanted to help CD, okay?
Right.
And Pickens never had to, I don't care what you thought about Pickens. We all thought he had a high ceiling, but we never saw it in Pittsburgh.
Correct.
And no one dreamed that he would have the season he had in Dallas. And then, it was good to say before the season, we got 2 number ones. Dak said, we found out we got 2 number ones. It was a cliche. It was a cool thing to say. CD said it. We got 2 number ones, but they didn't know. Now they know.
It's one over here. It's one over there. Now, Jesse, I think your question.
Here we go.
I thought it was a good question.
Okay.
I thought it was well thought out.
But
I thought whatever opinions you've expressed so far on the show were incredible.
Okay, compliment sandwich coming up here.
But you idiot.
Yeah.
So 2 things on Dak, quote, being involved. One, I think he might be one of the few Cowboys. I guess Tank back in the day would say stuff and he didn't care. Most guys are careful when it's contract time. And Tank came out and said, I think, before his last extension here, where he was just like, I told him it ain't my problem.
Right.
The cap ain't mine.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
told
me.
Steven and them, it ain't my problem.
That ain't you figure the cap out.
You decided to be an owner, right?
And so, Dak is the most comfortable I've seen a Cowboy when other people are up and people ask him about it. And he's like, oh, you guys see how it goes here. He ain't afraid to take shots, veiled shots on the way that they do it and, pulling for guys to get the money. And also at the same time, I don't doubt at all that he would express himself to whether it's Shoddy or whether it's Jerry. I think he's very comfortable in those rooms being like, we need him. What are y'all doing? Yeah, we got to do that.
They got that FU money.
Yeah. I think, the second time he won that negotiation, he was like, I'm good. I can say whatever the hell I want. What are you going to do? But then I do also think that, as proven with the Micah trade, at the end of the day
go in.
They don't care. They're going to do what they want to do. Yeah. If they decide that something, he could do a filibuster on George Pickens. And if they've decided this is as far as we're going, I don't think he's moving them.
Well, and so that's why the 30-year drought, the monkey, the gorilla, whatever you want to call it, at some point it has to get on everybody's nerves that we got to do things differently. And whether it's Dak getting involved and you say that we're going to do what we want to do it, sometimes what you want to do should be trying to put the best team on the field to get to a Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
And so at some point, something has to win out.
And then, John, if you could do me a huge favor, from the beginning of that interview,
Yes.
when Clarence just said the words, "Is that a monkey?" If we could just have that for just later on.
I said monkey or gorilla.
Is that a monkey?
Dark cloud, like, there's so many different areas you can go with that. And one thing I told John, I'm kicking myself because I didn't ask him about DeMarcus Lawrence getting to the Super Bowl.
Oh, because you're messy. Because you fit right in the Messy Mobile. Because you thought that would be great audio for our show.
He's driving.
He's driving the Messy Mobile.
If a longtime teammate's in the Super Bowl for the first time,
Yeah.
and he's here, you're at the Pro Bowl, and this is something we're talking about where you want to get to. Because he even said he talked to Micah about the monkey. If you listen to the whole thing, he said, I was talking
Can we
to
get
Micah.
that too?
He's talking to Micah about Dez's monkey.
Oh, but you meant the other monkey. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
the other monkey that T-Pain was talking about. You know what I'm saying? That monkey.
Hey. But I'm just saying, though, it's something you bring up. Hey, you got a friend that's here where you wanted to go.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. It's a gorilla that gets bigger every year. Is
King
that a
Kong.
monkey? Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys Podcast, we're not done. Clarence talked with Dak Prescott. You got to see and hear that. If you didn't, rewind the show. It was the first 5 minutes or so. How about George Pickens, too? What did we hear from George Pickens next on the DLLS Cowboys Podcast? Let's take a moment, talk about our friends at Own Well. If you're out there right now, you know what happens. The new year comes, and guess what? Something comes in the mail, and you're like, holy cow, my mortgage went up again. I wonder what's going on here. The answer? Property taxes. They went up again. Our friends at Own Well, I hit them up last year, as did my best friend, Jesse Holly, and they're here to help you out. The average user with Own Well saves over $1,100. 86% of folks, they can take care of you. Ownwell.com/Texas. What they're going to do is they're going to protest your property tax, see if they can't bring that thing down for you. And they're going to do that at no cost to you unless they save you money. It's risk-free. If they're not able to save you any money, you don't owe them anything. It's Own Well. They're the best of the best. I don't know how to go do these hearings and paperwork and waste my weekends. Ownwell.com/Texas. They'll take care of it. Stop overpaying. Start saving with our friends at Own Well. You sign up in 3 minutes at ownwell.com/Texas. That's OWNWELL.com/Texas. Don't pay more than you need to for property taxes. Let our friends at Own Well take care of you. Also want to shout out our friends at Wild Fork Foods, Meat and Seafood Market. I've told you before, and I'm going to tell you one more time. One more time. It's my favorite place on planet Earth. It's my favorite store in the world, Wild Fork Foods. Do not buy your meats at the grocery store. Don't do it. Give our guys at Wild Fork a chance. It's absolutely incredible. They got over 700 items in that bad boy, including 500 at under $10 a pound. Think about the variety there and the experts that are in that building. They can help you in terms of how you want to prepare any sort of cut of meat that you get there, but beef, poultry, seafood, pork, exotics like ostrich, rabbit, alligator. They've got your sides as well. You can do your whole meal there. I've gotten green beans from there, mashed potatoes, asparagus, all sorts of goodness at Wild Fork Foods, and they do have 9 DFW locations. Frozen is fresher at Wild Fork Foods Meat and Seafood Market. They're organic, grass-fed ground beef, the 85% lean. That's $6 a pound. That's about the best you're going to see out there. You got to try them out at one of their 9 area DFW locations. WildForkFoods.com is their website. Get on over and see our friends at Wild Fork Foods. All right, it's the DLLS Cowboys Podcast. We're live on Radio Row in San Francisco. And also want to let you know that this week, it'll be Wednesday's our big day. But we, our friends at Big Brothers, Big Sisters, we're trying to raise some money for them this week. And Wednesday is going to be the really big push. And obviously the impact made by Big Brothers Big Sisters is incredible, and we're big supporters of it. So just want you to know
We still got a race.
What's that?
We still got a race.
And we got to do it for the surgery.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm replacing my knee March
You
11th.
can't run. You'll probably do a better job after the surgery.
Clarence,
Sorry.
when I tell you that I will smoke you.
You would.
we don't
Smoke.
finish
You
the
couldn't
read.
have smoked
Brothers,
me
Big
when you was
Sisters.
18. You couldn't have smoked me when you was 18.
18-year-old me was 7 times faster than you've ever been in your...
That's a freaking lie.
Anyway, bbbs.org/ALLCITY. Whether you're interested in helping as a mentor, whether you're interested in helping as a donator, we're gonna have a big day for it on Wednesday. Now we heard from Dak Prescott already. Clarence Hill, never been a fast runner, always been a good journalist, and so he did also visit with George Pickens at Pro Bowl practice this morning. So the exclusive Cowboys content rolls on. Here's Chill and George Pickens.
This season you've had, you taking it all in. Is it still sunk in? The best season of your career, all pro.
Yeah.
I definitely say, yeah, it's kind of sinking in. It ain't fully sunk all the way down yet. But like I say, I always stay with the guys. When I'm with the guys and see Dak, CD, it always remind me of, like, the number one offense in the league. That's really what I've been thinking about the last couple of days when we haven't been playing. I was like, we really had the number one offense in the league, while some teams, still playing in the Super Bowl, and they weren't. You see what I mean?
And I know you came here with hopes of, I'm going to contract year, I'm going to have my best year, but the numbers you put up, could you even imagine what you've done?
I always knew my capability. I can imagine it, but as far as, like, God putting it in the best predicament for me and the guys, Seed, Ferg, everybody, I feel like it was definitely something special to watch.
Let's get to it. You got somebody behind you. Jerry said because of you got Micah's money, you're going to get Micah's money. Because if Micah's not there, they can pay you.
I mean, it's a very possibility. Everything in life is a possibility. But we definitely could have used Micah Parsons. We definitely could have used his talents. We know he was in Dallas for a long time. He loved it. But all I can say is a very high possibility.
I mean, y'all were a teammate. I mean, let's be honest. When you came to Dallas, you thought he was going to be there.
Yeah, he was he's still one of my teammates. He's not mine.
Yeah, he's still one of your teammates. If y'all had any discussion free agency yet at all?
No, not yet. We've been going through a lot of the Pro Bowl. Like, we just been letting stuff float around. But I feel like March 11th, around March, when the free agency kind of opens up, it'll be more debacles, more talks and stuff like that.
What you don't want the franchise tag? I mean, what would you do if they gave you the franchise tag?
That's the thing. I ain't even thought about that because it's been so much, kind of like you said, Micah's money and some of the space that he had. You see what I mean?
They basically said, we got money for you, so
you see what I mean?
Why are we talking about the franchise tag?
So I just wait on them. That's all I can really do. And chill with the guys.
Being out here with your teammates, 80 guys here, not being in the playoffs, is it kind of bittersweet?
I say definitely. That's why I was kind of saying earlier, like, if we had the number one offense in the league and then you got guys in the playoffs right now that didn't have the number one offense, I definitely feel like we should be there.
I love that Micah Parsons was right behind you and that you immediately went Messi.
He right there.
Let's
cut to the chase.
That is amazing. You're going to get his money. So amazing.
He is the driver of the Messi mobile.
How's that Messi? Micah.
Also, shout out to CD Lamb, who just walked in front of our camera and just stared right into it for a couple of seconds. So you got to see technically, exclusively, CD Lamb was on the show.
Why we couldn't get CD Lamb?
Why?
Is because Clarence called him by his legal name.
He called him Sedarian?
Yep.
Yeah, he got mad.
He got mad?
He walked away.
He's like, you the feds. He got me the feds, man. Cincinnati.
You cost us CD?
Yeah.
No, it's 8 guys there. We got 15 minutes. You got to choose. We did almost 10 minutes with Dak, and City was talking to somebody. So let's go get George. I mean, we were going to let's go get George. Then I wanted to get Quentin. Then I had to go get Micah, which we're going to talk about. We're going to have exclusive with Micah tomorrow.
Oh.
Micah tried to get away from him, but he's got that thing on his leg.
Yeah.
Micah
had that torn ACL. He got away.
Micah had to get,
You said, I'm going to tell your mom.
Tyler Smith. I didn't talk to Jake Ferguson. I mean, like.
That's fine.
I understand that. You have to make choices. And I didn't talk to the kicker. And I didn't talk. So, yeah.
You didn't talk to the kicker?
I didn't talk
He's
to
got a big contract coming up, big negotiation coming up.
You should have said, you get Micah money too.
You get Micah's money.
But yeah, but it's a layup. Sometimes you got to take the gifts.
Yeah.
If Micah's going to jump in the conversation, we're talking about it, but you got to take the gifts.
That was amazing.
And let's cut to the chase. I mean, Jerry said one of the reasons, the benefits of not having Micah is we can use his money for other players.
He said we can sign everybody. We're going to get 6 great players.
And so
we got Quinn, and that's 1. We got 5 more coming.
And that's how Jerry's words can come back to bite him in negotiations. Because Jordan, he said, you said it. So if you got Michael's money, then why are we talking about the franchise tag? And that's what he's, why I'm not thinking about the franchise tag because so much been said about we have money to spend. Let's spend it.
Can I ask you a messy question because it's a super chat?
Yes.
Travis is in the super chat. He said, how bad does Micah wish he was still in Dallas?
Oh, he does. And well, yeah, I mean, we're going to talk Micah tomorrow. But, yeah, he's just people. He was working out with Dak at the hotel at the Hyatt over here. They're at the Hyatt, guys. Run to the Hyatt. All the Pro Bowlers at the Hyatt.
This guy.
Anyway,
You are the feds, and you wonder
but he was
why.
working out with Dak.
You wonder why.
He's doing rehab with Dak's guy, Luke. Luke Wilson doing his rehab.
The actor?
Luke Miller, excuse me, not Luke Wilson. My bad. Luke Miller.
Oh, see, I
Luke
helped you
Miller.
out.
We
My
don't
bad.
take
You're
nothing
right.
serious around here.
No, we sure
But
don't.
anyway,
No, we
we're
sure don't.
talking about Pickens. And what did y'all think of what Pickens had to say?
It'll be way different when it cranks up. I think it's fun that currently he hadn't really thought about, like, he hadn't been through it, right? Like, he was a second-round pick,
Right.
so it's a 4-year contract, and technically he's on the cusp on March 11th of being a free agent, but he won't be. He'll get franchise tag, but like, I don't think it's hit him yet that like we're about to get in the trenches here. Like, he's just kind of like, yeah, it's gonna be good.
I don't think he cares.
He doesn't.
Like I think his personality is like George is one of those dudes who just wants to play football.
Yeah.
And he fully understands that there is a business side of this thing. And he's like, listen, dude, like George would never at any point in time in his life ever have the Micah situation.
Right.
George is like, I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't care. Call David. Like, that's his approach.
The problem is going to be that they will try. Like, Jerry will go to him and be like, you know, David now, he's going to stop you from being a Cowboy. He's going to stop you from being a Cowboy.
And George is going to go, no, I just want to play football. Call Dave. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell by his attitude, his
Dave is
personality.
now,
He's going to say, I'll be at training camp. I want to do OTAs. I want to do training camp. Like, George is he's a football playing dude.
Until somebody tells him not to go.
Right. But he's not one of these dudes who is like reading the clippings and the headlines and trying to figure out all that. Like, George is one of these dudes who will go away to go like just live life. Like, he'll just live life like nothing is wrong, and it'll all be on his agent.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the point of, he'll call David, hey, we got training camp coming up. We got OTAs coming up in a week or so. What am I doing? You're not going?
Yeah, I'm not going.
All right, cool. I'll call you back.
But this has been happening for a while. Zeke, D-Law.
Yeah, but those guys cared.
I understand that, and I'm not saying he cares, but everybody thinks theirs is going to be different. You had to know after everything that CD and Dak went through, Micah thought, oh, they're going to do me differently, okay? And everybody thinks theirs is going to be different. Yes, he don't care, but it's almost like that girlfriend that thinks she's going to change a man. Okay, yeah, I know he cheated on her, but with me, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
They all think that. And I'm going to tell you that I'll go into the you can't tell me Dak, after watching what happened with Zeke, his best friend, he thought that, and then after what happened with him the first time, you can't tell me Dak went into the second time and think, well, maybe they'll treat me different. Maybe. You think CD didn't think maybe they'll treat me differently. But they didn't.
No, and I don't want to focus on this too much today because I'm having too good of a time. But like, I think the Pickens one is going to be rough because if you do look at all of those different negotiations with Dak, he knew.
You can't play that
like,
quarterback.
what are you going to do without me?
I understand.
Like, at the end of the day, I'm getting mine.
Right.
And with CD, same thing.
Right.
Take me from this thing, and what you going to do? With George,
y'all saw what that looked like to be wide receiver by committee without me.
But
for
players, it's personal.
But I'm talking about for negotiating purposes.
Yeah.
Like, the front office is going to look at Pickens and be like, we really want you. We've been a top 5 offense every year of Dak's career. Like, you're not make or break. We really want you.
I understand
but that's
that.
how they're going to negotiate him. And you couldn't do that with Dak. You couldn't do that with CD. You couldn't do it with Micah.
And
That's when Micah was like, what?
But just like when Jason told you, which we had 53 of you guys, it's personal. I'm just saying, it's personal.
You just made it personal with Jesse.
What next? Hey, is your Father Day's coming up. What about your dad? We're going to say that next.
I got much love for you, Jesse. Don't do that. I'm just saying that every player, and which we'll find out again when we air the Mike interview, it was personal. It became personal. And,
For sure.
And he's still hurt by it. And as much
I can't wait to hear what he said. I don't even know.
As much as Pickens don't care, he cares because this is
I don't think
life-changing
so.
money.
I don't think so.
This is his life.
I'm
He
not
came
saying-
to Dallas.
Okay, let me
Hit him with one.
No, this is not even that. But let me make sure I'm very clear in what I'm saying. I'm not saying he doesn't care. His personality is
laid back. I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm getting paid.
Dak, like I said, the guys you're talking about, Zeke and all those guys are more emotional dudes.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is an assassin type pulse. Not a very emotional dude in the sense of, I'm going to play ball regardless. Like, yeah, they have to handle that. So he's not in the emotional part of it of like, oh, what are they doing? What are they saying? And doing all this kind of stuff and trying to be in the media. George will go away, and we won't hear from him.
No.
We won't see him.
He's not too worried about Twitter.
He's not doing Twitter. He might throw.
He'd be on Instagram occasionally.
He'll throw a little YN situation on Instagram, but that's it. And that man will go and live his life until the payday comes. He know he getting paid.
Well, that's awesome, Clarence. Great job. We did Dak in the first segment. If you're just joining the show, the beginning of the show, we had a 5-minute exclusive interview with Dak Prescott and Clarence Hill. We just aired one with George Pickens. We will have Micah Parsons that will play for you tomorrow. We are having ourselves a good start here at Radio Row. And coming up next, we'll see if it's a fist fight. We are seated directly next to a partner of ours. We are DLLS. PHLY is also a part of the same company. Make sure you're following their YouTube channel if you're a Philly fan. Or if you want to go in there and do a little hating, that's fine because it's good for viewership. And EJ from the PHLY show is going to join us next on the DLLS Cowboys Podcast. All right, friends, let's talk about our guys at Factor Meal Kits. You got a new year going, right? You got some big goals. You don't have a ton of time to cook. You don't want to go to the grocery store all the time like me because you refuse to push a cart and you're a basket guy, so now you're not getting enough groceries anyway. Factor Meal Kits can take care of you. Fully prepared meals designed by dietitians, crafted by chefs, which can help you eat well without the shopping or the cooking. Isn't that nice? Quality functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, healthy fats. They get you all squared away, and it's super convenient. Always fresh, never frozen, ready in about 2 minutes. No prep, no stress. That's what you get with our friends at Factor. Go over to factormeals.com/DLLS50 off. Use the code DLLS50 off. You'll get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for a year. This offer is only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with our friends at Factor Meal Kits. We love you, Factor. I also want to talk to you about our friends at Fabletics. I got the Fabletics on. It's underneath. That's my T-shirt. It's a good T-shirt. I love my Fabletics. A lot of the other stuff is in the room right now. You'll see me wearing it throughout the week. Whether you're working out or hanging out, having comfortable gear, it's important. I love wearing my Fabletics. I wore some when I was working out this morning. I wear it casually. I will wear it to a steak dinner. Fabletics is absolutely the best active wear for men. It feels like the kind of high-end product that you could pay a couple hundred, maybe a few hundred even, few $100 for, but you get that same premium fit, durability at a fraction of the price. Joggers, hoodies, shorts, T-shirts, jackets, undies, whatever you need, our friends at Fabletics got it for you. Over 2 million VIP members, more than 100 retail stores. Get 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Go to fabletics.com/DLLS. Take a quick style quiz and be sure to select DLLS when you're prompted to unlock your 80% off. That's fabletics.com/DLLS. Get your Fabletics on today. All right, it's the DLLS Cowboys Podcast. We're on Radio Row in San Francisco. Welcome in, everybody. We appreciate you being here. And we'd like to introduce a new third member of the panel. A lot of people in our chat have been asking for this for a long time. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of Clarence.
Yep. Oh, man.
So
no, never that. Right? Nope, we got him out of there.
Clarence is currently, because our sets, we are set up, our parent company is ALLCITY, right? So we have, 5 cities? We have 5 cities?
Chicago, Denver, Dallas, Phoenix.
5? 5?
You should definitely know this.
Yeah.
Five. I went for one
Chicago,
of them.
Philly, Phoenix, Dallas.
There's 5 of them.
That's 5.
And so we are set up in the same area. We have 2 shows going at once. One is PHLY, one is DLLS. I can reach over and punch Clarence. You wouldn't see it off camera, but I can reach him and do it. So we're doing a Philly show and a Dallas show at the exact same time. And this is EJ Smith from the PHLY Eagles show. And welcome into our show as we're swapping.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I don't know if I'm going to be the best representative for a Philadelphian. I consider myself maybe a little bit more level-headed than most Eagles fans, but I'm excited to talk about some of these topics with you guys.
See, I like that because because you guys are coworkers technically, and so I want to like you. But every time I think of average Philadelphia person, I don't. And so look, EJ is going to be. This is going to be great. Promotion for the brand. Mm-hmm. You could watch the PHLY shows.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be the evil people that I think of.
Yeah, I think
when I think of Philadelphia.
Well, most days I wouldn't consider us evil, but yeah, every once in a while
that might have been a stretch. Aggressive. We work with Clarence. I shouldn't worry about anything.
We're good.
How's the Eagles offseason going?
Falling apart.
Yeah, they're falling apart.
It's been an interesting offseason. The offensive coordinator search lasted about a week and a half longer than I think most would have expected. The name that came out of it, Sean Mannion, was a name that many people weren't all that familiar with before.
Is that not the oldest looking 33-year-old you've ever seen?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm an old looking 31-year-old, so I can't talk too much. I can't throw.
Philly just
wears
folks
down. Can't throw stones in glass houses.
He's just wearing folks out, man. God.
But no, it has been an angsty offseason for the Eagles, I think is a fair way to characterize it.
I think the thing that people want to know the most, right? Yes, there he is. Sean Z. It's crazy.
Yeah, he looks a little. Yeah.
But the thing that most people want to know, as far as coming from Philly now in Dallas, is our new defensive coordinator, as everyone calls him, CP. Christian Parker is now here.
Well, I can't use a nickname for a guy. I've never met him.
Me neither. He's Christian Parker to me. He's Christian Parker to me. But the question is how big of an impact did he have in Philadelphia? Because everyone here is like, well, he developed Quinyon Mitchell and he developed Cooper DeJean, and now he's going to be able to develop. How impactful was Christian Parker to that overall dominating defense that the Philadelphia Eagles have for the last couple years?
No, he had a significant impact. From someone who has covered the team for several years now, I've seen a lot of different iterations of the Eagles secondary, and I've seen how much they've struggled to develop cornerbacks, and that is something that Christian Parker really majored in. And I can tell you guys, from being around him and being around players that have played for him, his emphasis on technique, his emphasis on understanding the intricate parts of a scheme, it's been significant for the development of Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. So when you guys, hear about the way that the Eagles secondary is played, I think Christian Parker is, obviously it's Vic Fangio's defense, but I think Christian Parker is the major reason why they've been able to develop these players in the secondary.
See, so I don't know if you know this about the Dallas Cowboys. You might. We don't have any good corners. So it would be really good if Christian Parker could make them good.
The Eagles didn't have any good corners when Christian Parker got to town either. Now, they used premium draft picks to get those guys.
We might be about to do the same.
Right.
We got two.
But if you guys bring in talented players in the draft, Christian Parker is exactly the type of coach you'd want for those talented players to come along and develop in their technique and how they understand the system. Quinyon Mitchell would text Christian Parker about different elements of the system, what he could do within the system. He wanted more on his plate, and Christian Parker is just a very detail-oriented coach. And he's going to make sure that those guys really squeeze out as much of their potential as they can.
So I started off, this would have started coming into the season, because the Eagles, not this year, but last year, had a really good record, won the Super Bowl, but the point differential wasn't, it was a lot of one-score games, and they won one-score games. And so as a little bit of a hater, and also just a believer in the numbers, I just kind of put in the prediction before the season. I was like, they're not going to be as good because you don't win those coin flips. All the time.
Yeah.
It's not what happens. And so I made it a bit and said that they're falling apart at all times.
After week 3.
So how fair or unfair do you think the narrative is? Because when you saw who the Eagles hired as the offensive coordinator from a non-local perspective, after all the names came through and it's like, not that one, not that one, not that one. And then the guy who got it hadn't been a name that I'd heard in a lot of circles as a hot name for OC jobs. How much credence or none do you give to, people didn't want this job?
I do think that it was obvious that the top wave of candidates, they didn't want the job. The Eagles wanted the Mike McDaniels and the Brian Dabolls of the world, and those guys went elsewhere. So I can't dress that up, but what I would say is that the Eagles have earned the benefit of the doubt in Philadelphia for the process that they went through being the right process. I think when they looked at Sean Mannion, they saw someone that might have been a year away from being a hot offensive coordinator candidate, and they skipped the line for next season once they missed out on those top candidates. And, this is where I'll kind of give it back to you guys a little bit here. The Eagles are a well-run organization. They have an ownership structure.
What are you saying about Dallas, though?
So I think that, the Eagles fans are intense. The organization's intense, too. There is an expectation of winning, and if they do not get the results that they expect, they're quick to move on from people. But again, I think that from a fan perspective, they understood that this is a team that has gotten it right. Whatever you guys want to say about Nick Sirianni, like it was a similar hiring process for him. It was a similar hiring process where they were a year ahead. They talked about the coach he could become, not the coach that he was when they hired him.
All right, for just joining us, we got E.J. Smith crossing enemy lines over from PHLY. We did not.
Frenemy.
We did not fire Clarence. I know some of you are like, did they got rid of Clarence too?
Sorry, guys. We didn't.
He's overdoing the PHLY show. EJ's over here doing our show. But EJ, I do want to ask you, yes, the Philadelphia Eagles are a very well-run organization, and that's
they have a GM. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, wow,
it's nuts.
And we've seen that show itself many a times by the way that you draft, you go and trade for pieces, and you go to Super Bowls. But there is something that is broken within that locker room.
Yeah,
and I don't know if
I like where you're going. This is good.
Yeah,
this is good content.
There is something that is broken in that locker room. How much of it falls at the feet that those players, especially offensively, don't quite like playing with Jalen Hurts as their quarterback?
I don't know if it's as simple as saying it's all on Jalen. I don't know if it's as simple as saying it's all on Kevin Patullo as the offensive coordinator last year. I do think that the way that they played offensively, they were devoid of confidence, and they were devoid of like a commitment in what they were.
You have Saquon Barkley, you have A.J. Brown, you have Devontae Smith.
Yep.
I mean, you have all the names and the pieces there, and it just seemed like every time they got on the field, it was like nothing gelled and meshed, and these guys have been together.
No, I think that one of the things that stood out to us throughout the season was that we called it the double negative with the Eagles offense, which is a coaching staff that really has learned a lot of, I would say, the wrong lessons from the successes and failures over the last few years. They're very turnover averse. They feel like if they don't turn the ball over, they win the game.
Right.
And that influences how they call the game, how they plan going into the game. And Jalen Hurts is a turnover-averse quarterback at this point, too, because he's learned those lessons from the failures in his past. So I think they were just a very conservative, very risk-averse offense. And I think because of that, that did have like personal ripple effects throughout the locker room where guys were frustrated with the way that the offense was going. So, no, I'm not here to sugarcoat it, but I still do think that, again, if I can just be like, I'm on your show. Like,
yeah, come on.
The Eagles made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
They won the Super Bowl 12 months ago.
Yeah.
I think that
I thought it was fun that we're interrogating you about your broken team that just won the division that our team plays in.
Yeah. I just, I'm all about context here. I'm all about context.
Yeah, you remember when your terrible football team? Like, what about you? What's going on over there? What was the next one? Hold on, I ADHD'd it again. I had a question.
I do this all the time.
No, I like to do it on the air. I'm like, I had something good. The other day, I had a real big wind-up for something that I forgot. It's like, what I'm not going to do.
And went blank.
Yep.
And that was how it went.
I love he's looking at me as if I know where Jeff's mind was
I'm not
going.
looking at you. I'm looking directly over your head thinking. I'm like, hold on now.
I was going to say.
Let me go through positions.
Scientists will study Jeff's mind for years and not figure out.
So let me ask you this, EJ. Has anyone at PHLY picked up any of the books that A.J. Brown was reading on the sideline?
My predecessor probably would have bought that book. I'm not a big book reader in season. There's so much going on, so I don't read what A.J. reads. But
you're not a book reader in season, and A.J. Brown's a book reader on the sideline.
I will be one of A.J. Brown's biggest defenders. I actually think he's refreshingly honest about a lot of the things that top receivers go through.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, yeah, well, you would love it, right?
I love it. Cuss somebody else out.
I think
post on Instagram.
I think a lot of these, alpha receivers, they feel this way. They feel this internal struggle. I think AJ's thoughtful about it, so I actually do really appreciate him for that.
No, honestly, I do think he's great. And not just because we are in Dallas and look at that turmoil. I'm a big fan of, I thought, so Clarence talked to Dak this morning. And we didn't talk about this yet, but if you go back, you can hear it earlier in the show. And he got right back to his corporate answers where he was talking about how, we didn't score enough points. He was trying to take ownership for what happened in the season.
Yeah.
Where right when the season ended, for the first time in half a decade, he broke character. And he was like, this is the first year of my career that I feel like it didn't matter how well I played quarterback. It wasn't going to be enough. And I want that guy back. I love it. Why are we sugarcoating or whatever? A.J. Brown was predicting the end of the season the whole way by saying,
I
don't care how many times we sneak it out.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. if we have to play 4 good teams in a row.
And he was right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
he's proven right.
Yeah, he knew what he was talking about, and I appreciated it. I thought it was great.
Is he going to be back next year?
I would guess not. I would say 60-40, I think he gets traded.
I thought it would just get real loud, and then at the end of the day, that's what Stephen Jones says, at the end of the day, it would be like, right, but we'll see you when you get to camp.
The Eagles, they're quick. They move quick.
I do have to ask this because there has been rumors out there about Vic Fangio and his possible retirement. Is that something that's kind of
trying to get away from Jalen Hurts? Is what I heard.
Oh, but it's a lot of work when you got to have that as your quarterback.
Yeah,
like
tough.
I got to pitch a shutout.
Yeah, it's
and
tough.
I can't. He's
tough.
taking the Dak approach. No matter what I do, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
I hate to tell the Cowboys fans this. I think that he did seriously consider retirement.
Yeah.
He's no longer seriously considered.
Well,
retirement.
once you start thinking about retirement,
you're already there.
You're retired.
I think Vic thinks about retirement frequently.
He's thinking about the Marcel.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows the real engine behind that defense was Christian Parker, and so we're excited.
He was an important figure. Yeah.
EJ, thank you. We appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having me, guys.
All right,
Thank you, bro.
This is EJ Smith.
He's too nice.
Check him out.
He's too. I want something like shut up and
Try Bo
you.
tomorrow. See if we get him fired up.
You might get something from Bo.
Yeah. Coming up next on the DLLS
business, Jesse
Cowboys Podcast, all the stuff we didn't get to, including some Dak reactions and your super chats. All the things are next on the DLLS Cowboys Podcast. All right, let's talk about our friends. We got to do Die Hard. Die Hard and Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Big Brothers
like that?
first.
All right, let's talk about our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters now. We are gearing up for our big day. We're going to have a big day on Wednesday where the whole company, we're going to make a big push to try to raise money for our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters because it's an incredible organization. Mentorship is important. Giving people opportunities that wouldn't have those opportunities otherwise is very important. So whether we can convince you to become a mentor, or whether we can convince you to donate some of your funds to help others do that. We think it's a really important mission. And so we're just setting it up for you and letting you know you can donate today if you like, bbbs.org/ALLCITY. And you can donate today. I think we're going to keep the running tally, but just so you know, Wednesday we're going to be making a really big push, trying to raise as much as we can for our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters.
And we want to win.
We do want to win. We're sitting right next to PHLY.
We don't want Philly to donate more than us.
No, and EJ was really nice, but I've seen Bo side-eyeing me this whole time.
Oh, kick ball.
I think he'd been side-eyeing me. Also, we want to encourage you to sign up to be a diehard, alldlls.com. Sign up to be a diehard. Comes with a bunch of hookups, including a free T-shirt as soon as you sign up. You get that from the merch store. I brought my Stay Shiesty shirt out here. I brought my 88 Club shirt out here. I got both of them, so I'll be wearing them in the next couple of days. Clarence and I are both rocking DLLS hoodies today. You can get discounts on those hoodies once you've signed up to be a diehard because you get 20% off merch and events when you're signed up to be a diehard. There it is. Got Stay Shiesty. Got it in the bag.
And I thought we were going to give one to the Shiesty man himself.
Forgot to.
Yeah, you didn't give it to me.
We needed you to have that in possession when you went out there.
Let's go to the hotel.
Are you going to see him again?
Let's go crash the hotel.
I'm not going to crash the hotel. I'm not doing that. But anyway, sign up to
They
be a
got a
diehard.
bar at the hotel.
You also, I do like bars. I'm in. I'm going. You also sign up to be a diehard, and you get into our Discord, which is fun. So do that, or else, not a threat. It's the DLLS Cowboys Podcast. It's good to be with you guys. I'm going to try to scroll through and hopefully not miss any super chats. It's a little different setup today, so I can't see them because I don't have a screen. I'm scrolling through the
I got them all
YouTube.
right here.
Oh, you got them all? I saw Jay Litz that said I need a Jeff mock draft, and I thought that's the only one we need, right? Guy wants a mock draft. Guy gets a mock draft.
Mock draft.
I bet we can figure our way to plenty of mock drafts before it is.
Why don't you tell the people about your foray to the dive bar last night?
I went to the dive bar. I had some beer, had some Fireball, had some chicken, had some fries.
We went to the dive bar.
And then I went home.
We all went to the dive bar.
We went to the dive bar.
And how about this morning, though, when you were trying to get...
This morning, I went to go get breakfast.
Yes.
Because, I'm in San Francisco. I'm not going to be a coward. I'm not Ubering down here. It's 0.8 miles from our hotel to here. But our hotel is...
Well,
where's our hotel?
And I don't want to laugh about it too much because it's very sad. It is very homeless central. Our hotel, when you walk out the front door, there will absolutely be drug addicts and homeless people out there. And so I braved it. Yep. And I looked up the map to get to here where we broadcast. And then I said, search a long route for a breakfast place. And I found one. And GPS doesn't know which streets are main streets. So I went down an even worse street to get to where I was going. And literally it was just walking past people smoking crack. Just Just getting it. Just getting it.
They were.
What?
When
But I will pass a drug test. I want you to know I did not stop. I did stop, but he wouldn't give it to me.
Yeah, you tried to get some credit.
He said, you got to get your own.
He wouldn't give it to me.
He said, no, my brother.
My man was
You
being
got to get
stingy.
your own.
So when John and I came outside to get in our Uber,
oh, y'all fancy.
Well, did you guys see the homeless guy with his butt out?
Oh, yeah. That's who it was.
Yeah,
His pants were around his ankles.
Yeah.
They didn't stick
around
around
for a
to
while.
watch.
Yeah.
Dude pants around his ankles.
John, did you stop and stare?
Clarence couldn't look away.
Really, John? We're doing this.
He was a good-looking guy. Just,
What's so crazy is we're sitting in the Uber guy. I'm here. Like, where's the car? It's a Camry. It's a yellow Camry. It's a freaking cab. Cabs are Ubers out here.
That guy was kind of rude, too.
Yeah.
Call him out.
He was kind of rude.
But it was a cab.
Call him out.
So I saw the cab like it's not. I'm looking for Uber. I'm looking for a cab. It says taxi cab.
Yeah.
And that was the Uber car.
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna be the complaining type. Not saying that you guys are complaining types.
Yes,
Just
you
saying.
are.
I'm not.
No, I don't mind it. Like, it's the city you're in. Like, that's part of it.
Like, the stench of urine is stuck in my nose.
No, it's a stench.
Like I'm like, did I pee on
There's
myself?
people pressure washing everywhere.
Because
there's nothing you can do. You can't beat it.
Jeff and I walked back, and I'm talking about 8 city blocks who could not beat the smell. 8 city. I'm like, how do we not get away from the smell of urine?
Yeah.
Is it the smell of urine or smell of weed?
Yeah.
There's a lot of the smell of weed. Remember what Newey did that day? They're smoking weed. Right
People
over
smoking
there.
weed over there.
It's a lot
That's
of
weed.
There's a
That's
lot of weed. There's a lot of weed.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for getting me to update that. I'm sure everybody really wanted that update.
Yeah, they do. They care about you.
But we're gonna see. Like San Francisco is going to end up being super cool. Like I've been here before. It's a super cool city. But that is an element of the city that is when you walk out the front door of your hotel, strap up, have your helmet on. And,
Jesse's been here before, too. If only Whitner smelled like that, huh?
Maybe, huh?
Damn.
I would have ran
chat.
faster.
You got run down by a crackhead?
No, that's not what happened.
Whitney's gonna beat you up. Whitney's gonna beat you up.
That's not how it happened.
What, a 4.5 yard lead?
3.5. That's
And
the
a
Whitney
crackhead ran you down. Well, crackheads are fast.
John, can you take me through the super chats? We have corporate people that can hear the show today, and we need to get it back on track.
They're laughing, so I think we're in the clear.
Okay.
Cody said, pick number 20 for Micah, straight up.
Yeah, all day. You kidding me?
Man, all
Right
day.
now. What the need?
Let's be real.
All day.
Let's be real. Number 12.
Oh yeah, I would do that all day.
Okay, let's be real.
Yeah,
let's be real. Forget
Yes.
20, 12.
Yes, I want to undo that trade all day. Like I saw stuff today, and I know people are like, yeah, get over it. Like I'm not going to. Like the main article on ESPN.com today is an entire sports world was 1 year after Luka trade, Mavericks still stupid, and like we're supposed to get over trading one of the best defensive players on the planet in like a week. Like no, it was a dumb trade, and if there were any way to undo it, I would do that in a heartbeat. Micah's awesome. I give you 12 for one-legged Micah
right now.
Let's get it.
He'll be happy.
Why you?
Why would he be happy? Oh, because he wants a good player back on the team. To come.
Yes, because I want a good player back on the team.
Yeah.
Listen, no. See, let's do this.
Yams. Don't be disrespectful.
I'm not.
Don't be disrespectful.
You're being disrespectful.
Don't be disrespectful.
Let's be honest about this. We don't have a lot of players we can talk to. We don't have a lot of players that I'm always team media.
Especially because you ignored them at the Pro Bowl today.
We don't have a lot of players we can talk to.
Just talked
interviewed
to
all
Dak,
8
Pickens and Mike. Well, Mike's
today.
on the team.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. That's gonna say something. I'm team media. Micah is great content for us. Okay? Yes, I would rather have Micah back. Number one, we have a relationship. Relationships matter. Right? We know the agent, you want to be able, we're trying to get exclusive stuff for DLLS. This is about the job.
Yes, sir.
You want me on that wall.
Yes, sir.
You need me on that wall.
We do.
We
do.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna be team media. So yeah, I mean, let's be honest. 'Cause like I look at this.
Yams.
Like I look.
Oh, Yams.
Like I look at the Super Bowl.
Yams
Tell me,
for me.
who are the must talk to players at the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Are there any stars? Is there any stars?
No.
Drake
Larger
May's gonna be
than stars
second.
than- So let's look at the Cowboys. Let's look at the Cowboys now, and we're talking about a Cowboys team that always had larger than life stars. And listen,
I want to talk to Pickens more because I don't hear him talk all that much, and he sounds kind of country, and I like that.
Sounds country. That boy is country.
outside of Dak and Pickens and CD, they're no must-talk to guys.
Yeah.
And Micah was one. For team media, we want Micah back, yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I need Quinnen to be like a real goofy personality that's super outgoing.
Just our time conversation with Quinnen is very low-key. He's not, he's not trying to push the envelope.
You don't think we can get him out there drinking, turn him up a little bit? Nah,
we saw him at the hotel last night.
Yeah, he's low-key. Yeah, we saw him at the hotel. Yeah, he's low-key country boy.
CB's in the chat said Micah regrets leaving Dallas. You can tell.
For sure.
GM Ben is in the chat, and he said totally drug testing y'all when y'all get back. I'm telling you, the guy wouldn't give me any. I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine. And I don't think
GM Ben, they got to drug test you too, my boy.
John,
why?
Coming up next, no.
John, tell me if I've missed any or where are we at?
That's all of them.
Oh, we got them all?
Yep. And CV's comment noted that he hasn't even heard Micah's full comments, which we will play tomorrow.
We will have
at 11 a.m. Central.
And if you joined us late in this show, start the show over, because in the first segment there was a 5-minute exclusive interview with Clarence Hill and Dak Prescott, and in the second segment was about 3 minutes of Clarence Hill and George Pickens. And now I would like to shout out I would like to shout out a former coworker of ours, the 7th greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Joe Hoyt. Because you guys know, if you put out a mock draft, that's all I want to talk about.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. And so Joe did a mock draft for the Dallas Morning News yesterday, and now I got to figure out how far I got to scroll back because he tweets too damn much. Okay, here we go. I'm squared away. And so mock draft for you, because it's all I care about is all the mock drafts. Joe Hoyt, nice little living room camera pic. Looks like he did a little video there to go with it.
Terrible background.
He did a full first-round mock draft. And as I work my way down to 12, I will tell you that the Dallas Cowboys at number 12 overall selected Jermod McCoy, cornerback, University of Tennessee. Wonderful player. Outstanding tape from a year ago.
Yeah.
Did not play football this year. Torn ACL.
The more I'm seeing that pick, the more I'm beginning not to like it.
Oh, I told Joe in the streets.
You did.
I said, I hate your mock draft. Yeah, I told him in the streets.
It takes a man to do that. It's one thing to tweet it.
Yeah.
It's a man.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
That's what he told me on the internet. He said, this is courage.
Yeah.
Like Jeff told me on the internet exactly what he told me on the street.
Yeah.
I hate your mock draft.
Yeah.
And I did. I told him that. Yeah, and I get it. The Cowboys, Savone Revel, right?
Yes.
Savone Revel, the Cowboys felt like they had to pick him. They got to the 3rd round for a guy that they had watched the tape of, and they probably thought he was a first-round player. And they're like, guys, we got to do it. And I think I would agree that there comes a point that I would too. There's a risk reward to this stuff, and Jermod McCoy, cornerback, Tennessee, may have the best tape in this cornerback class. It's not from this year.
Right.
He is 12 months removed from an ACL. He did not play at all. And before you could make me feel comfortable about this, I just got to see him. Like, we'll be at the combine. Let's get to the combine.
Yep.
Go run me a 4.37. Run me a 4.06 short shuttle. Have 41-inch vert. Like, let me see you be the athlete that you were on tape.
And that's my thing, is that I now need to see. For me, it's not so much so the 40, the short shuttle. Yes, that's important. I got to see you move, big boy.
Yeah.
I got to see you change direction. I got to see you put that foot in the ground, come out of a break. I got to see you break downhill on a pass. Like, I need to see that level of confidence that is back into your body.
Yeah, and that's why I think so that name becomes really interesting to me at 20. Yeah. And I still need to see it. If he doesn't do anything at the combine, if he doesn't do a pro day, like if he does not do an entire full workout for you, we're 12 months removed. I'm not drafting tape from more than 12 months ago. Like, I'm not doing that. If you can't show me that you're that guy, we just did it. And we just went through an entire rookie year of him limping along.
I'm getting to a place and to a point where at number 12, I'm requiring perfection.
Well, you're out of luck.
At number 12, I'm requiring.
But if you're requiring working body parts, I'm with you.
I'm requiring a level of perfection for that pick. Because that pick will hold so much weight. Like that is this year's number 12 pick may be the most important pick that the Cowboys have had to make in the last 10 years.
Yes, because Jerry promised us an elite player.
In the last 10 years.
And because they have to dig themselves out of a hole of how they've been drafting.
Thing, is that because of what we saw last year offensively and what I know for a fact that we need this year and beyond coming up defensively, number 12 is the most critical pick that the Cowboys, because that player, not only does that player have to be extremely healthy, that player has to be smart. That player has to be ready to go day one. That player has to be the starter in everything.
And then at 20, Joe Hoyt gave him C.J. Allen, linebacker out of Georgia, which to me, that's just – I don't love off-ball linebackers too early unless I love them way too much. So, Sonny Styles, that's my little Fred. C.J. Allen's not my little Fred. Yeah. So, we're going to pick us a corner there. We're going to pick us – he's a really nice player. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have an exclusive with Micah Parsons and Clarence Hill. It's going to be so good. DLLS Cowboys Podcast. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.